Hello, this is a Plat 5 Domina VOD review, and the post on this one said their defense was pretty good, but the attack didn't go well on a map like Dorado, so we'll go through attacking it. I'll have to see, they also mentioned there's a Maga. I'll have to see where the Maga sets up, if it was like here or if it was up here. But we'll go through the defense fast unless I see anything big.
Hello. Come to me.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
If you wish to succeed, then look at the fire. A volatile creation.
Alright, just doing some poke damage. And I saw you look down at the ground. Domina is kind of tricky because you don't think at first when you play her the because she's new when I'm posting this, you don't think the cooldown's 14 seconds for the barrier. So if you're used to basically anyone else or Winston, you'll look down like that with 3 or 4 seconds to go. So you just gotta use a corner and just keep poking out spam damage. Because she does have a pretty big window where she's vulnerable, so. And basically pump out the damage, use that, whatever, the AoE damage on cooldown towards the supports if you can. Yep, like that. And we have no way to sort of get back up if we drop, so it's kind of awkward being down up here if Lucio wants to go in, but it's still the right decision, really. And there's a Moira on us. So shoving into the wall for the stun is sort of what covers her weakness. You can't rush her really carelessly because she'll just shove you into a wall and stun you. So that was a missed chance to get in a limb there. But and go for the lower health targets instead of just the Maga if you can. The aim is alright, it could use a little work, but I don't know if this is console or not. And they're already sort of getting past you, so they might just ignore you at this point. It's probably better just to, well, you would accidentally get a kill on Ran if you did that, but just basically reset to here, pump out the damage and the AoE ability on these supports, and then either kill them or kill the Maga when his supports leave, and that's basically how you would do it, because they're about to get by you. Like, even the Widow on your screen, you're going for Maga when there was a low health Widow there, but there we go, there's the shove. Nice. Yeah, that was good damage. So you're really good at using the AoE ability. Now we can reset high ground if we want. Because I sort of hear footsteps, but yeah, they're going around that way, so. Yeah, good try. Just try and get her into the wall if you can, but or wait for an opportunity. So you get the stun, but we don't have to chase this ball around that much. Like, the supports are right in front of us. We got better targets literally there, but there we go. Yeah, this guy's just not gonna die until you get his supports, or really until he uses his abilities, so it should have just been on the Juno the whole time. Just commit to that. There we go. Good job dancing around the barrier while you got attacked by the Moira. So yeah, that was good usage of the barrier dance, so. We just die, and like us chasing the ball kind of put us in some odd positions where we got shot in the back by these guys for a bit. We almost saved it, but That was sort of just the issue that led to other issues, was chasing the ball around, because we do not have mobility, so. And you can try and hold this corner if you want. You don't necessarily have to go high ground, but you're going to be vulnerable for that like 6-second window in a few seconds. So just try to actually use a corner and not get run down here. Because it's situations like this where you use a barrier aggressively and then you don't have one for a few seconds, so. Alright, it's fine. Good ult getting the cleave damage through multiple people. Team just didn't follow up on it, but that ult was fine. They had kind of committed. It's would be nitpicky to complain about that, but and if you want, yeah, we can sort of hold here with the barrier. Anyone that walks forward, you can shove into this wall. So this isn't a bad way to do it. Especially since they're probably also not going to take high ground. You can just sort of sit here, and Domina's shield is so big that you can kind of cover two areas beside each other. You can cover main and side with her barrier just because it's so big, which is kind of a cool thing that other tanks can't do. So this spot's actually not that bad. Nice. Good snap, so... I like you at least going for the Moira versus the ball there, because yeah, you're not going to kill either of them really.
High time for a change.
Barriers, yeah, that's another case of barriers 3 seconds away. We should not be taking damage yet, so you just got to get that cycle in your head of when I can do something aggressive. It's 14-second cooldown on the big barriers, so because we might die looking at the ground here. Yeah, we die looking at the ground. It was 1 second away, so that's probably your biggest issue is the 2 times you did that, and going for ball a bit.
My ultimate is charging.
Power machine. Come on. Setting out the welcome mat.
And I think you could have put that barrier a little deeper. Like, you saw the fight was kind of going here, but I don't think it's going to matter, so whatever. And chase those limbs, even if you don't get them. Whatever, you just kind of like reset or take here to here, so might as well go for the stagger kill. Because now we're just getting surrounded. Like, if you let them live, now they kind of look like geniuses, like how they're gonna set up and surround you guys, but... Yeah, and just not getting the stagger kills, chasing balls, it put us in a bad spot, and Domina is just... I think part of it in your defense is saying, like, I was just too slow. Like, unless you proactively set up in good parts of the map, you can't react. Like, oh, they're up there, and then jog 10 seconds. Like, yeah, your team might die in the time it takes to do that, so... That's why you gotta be a little more proactive and think where's a good spot to be setting up. That was cheeky. Yeah, just back up and live. There are too many ults out for you to really do anything besides try and live now, but... Otherwise, that would have been great chip damage. The issue is that they had 2 ults up, so...
No mistakes, only progress. The enemy is progressing. Halt their payload. Behind me now.
Go for the squishies if you can. Like, this Juno is just jumping around without a care in the world. Someone needs to teach her. You can't just do that. You're gonna get picked, but...
Out of my way.
Yeah, decent try. You just gotta really, like, go for the stun. If he's gonna keep going, maybe you get the stun here. The wall stun is basically your only hope to kill this ball. A wall stun while at least one of your teammates is looking at him, so. Otherwise, basically just ignore him. Yeah, and our AoE, like the snap thing, is just hasn't been as good lately. If you get a good one here and you hit a good headshot, that's a pick. Which has honestly been helping me win so many games. Like, you're the tank and you're picking people. The ability usage and other stuff's still important, but it's just that pure damage where it's almost like you get to be Sigma for a few seconds with that ability and you pump out so much damage they can't even rush at you anymore. Is really important, so. There we go, big stun. Oh yeah, you put it in a great spot, so, but going for backline's fine here, let the ball do what he wants. Yeah.
Panopticon is not yet ready.
And if you wanted to be more aggressive, you could maybe like even go here just for ult charge. You're just trying to shoot someone, use the AoE ability, and then back up. Like you're just going for ult charge, and that's something that can be a difference maker if you're at 70. Like if you die, don't say I told you to feed, but you're just trying to get a little ult charge and then back up. There we go. This is all fine, just don't over-focus the ball. The people walking up, you can stun them into the payload, you can hit them with the AoE ability. Like, the backline damage is huge on Domina, so. Almost, if you would just walk forward another second, you could have got the wall stun, so. That was a good one. Alright, now to the defense, where you say we had the most issues.
Your work is a hypothesis.
Rejuvenating.
So they sort of redid this map to make it like a little easier. I think it used to take a little longer to actually make this rotation. I think it's fine at the very first fight to do it because the payload's here, your team's kind of in spawn. So if you do it right away, it's probably a decent idea. What I might try and do is just they added this lift as well when they changed the map. I might just go here, barrier, and try and like get the snap ability right here and try and pick someone, or at least make them hide, and then your team can shoot Maga once you made the supports run away. So that's a way to win it too, but without having to make this long rotation, because she has range, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, that was just a skill issue. We ate the stomp, and then we had to panic barrier. If you had just baited him, damaged him, and then barriered when he either stayed in or he backed up and you barrier here, we got it. So that was just skill issue. You ate the stomp. And your team kind of did get the payload far, so if we're gonna go here, maybe the rotation is that we like go here and then just do this, because this is where the fight's gonna be, and it's a little shorter, so you might go that way, but
We must progress the pace.
and this isn't terrible. You just gotta know where to hide. Like this is kind of this map's harder, but like they have these cubbies so you can damage people. Still go for the backline because you don't want Emre to be free. So it's most important to be putting the AoE ability here, the snap thing, just so he can't pick your team. Because if anyone picks your team here, it's probably going to be the DPS on the high ground. And then you just hide here, wait for barrier, and then you push up. So because we mentioned in the post our team kept getting picked, but And it was the Emre. Okay, I called it. Yeah, so that was why it's super important to put the spam damage here. That sort of covers your team. He has to back off, get healing, and then your team is free to just walk through the street with you. So we just missed the... we didn't shut down the biggest threat to our team there. And now whatever we do now is low percentage because it's 5v4, but... And you just need to hide that. There was that second of hesitation. We just need to hide that because we're not going to damage him through that 3-second cardiac overdrive where he just gets 100% self-healing, so... I also forget if we did the push away, but if we had push, I think we might have used it for chip damage. That's sort of the importance of keeping it is, okay, I'll be here. If you push me, you're getting sent into the payload and getting stunned, and then we'll stabilize, so.
I refuse to abide wrongful termination.
But even here, like, I don't know if this is even a good rotation anymore because of where they are. Like, this is free now because there was enough of a brawl that they stayed low ground, so this is open now. And their supports will not, in on-ramp, will not be able to stay here for long if you set up high ground. So this is the easier, faster way to do it. I think we might have just got this idea in our head that, oh, we need to go right side, but...
Someone must move the payload.
Smart people go right side, but it's not even like a good rotation anymore, based on where they are and your other options, so... Good chip damage, though. It's your job just to put out the chip damage, but don't die. Wait for your team to respawn. You're just basically holding this area. Okay, there we go. Pick in our direction. Okay, you see this? You jump down immediately and push him towards your team or push him into a wall. This is the sort of thing, like, you pressured these guys, they ran away. It's kind of hard to chase them because you don't have mobility, but they abandoned this guy. I want to see you shoving this guy, like, instantly. No! He got away. Okay, and they're just ulting the shit out of you, but that wasn't bad, to be honest. They just had ults, so. Classic Zen.
Hurry up and move the payload.
But if we do that again, like we set up here again or something and do it again, we'll be able to win, so.
60 seconds.
Construction.
Yeah, that's kind of their fault. Like, they should not get picked that fast, but... The other fights, they weren't getting picked that fast, and you let the Emre just sit here and free fire on them. But that fight, the one we just watched, that was their fault for getting, like, insta-picked in 3 seconds, so... But same thing, use the downtime to set up here. If you want to be here, like, make sure you're already here when your teammates respawn, because you know they're just gonna go la-di-da-di-da and die. So the second they respawn, you need to be putting pressure here so they can't pick your team. So the timing's really important. Don't just take spam damage here. Set up where you want to go now, whether it's here or whether it's here. Like, be ready. As soon as you see the blue outlines respawn, like, that's when you start pushing, so. Okay, and your team gets picked again. That's another just whatever. But if you were there, they might not have been confident enough to be here. Because, like we mentioned, the shove stun. Had you been here with your team, they're risking their own lives doing this. Because they're going to get shoved into a wall. Your Lucio's going to shoot them. And then both sides will lose people. And then they can't spawn camp you anymore. Because, So I think that was just, your team was kind of an idiot. But also you were just... Oh, I'm not trying to report anyone. That was an accident. Oh, what was it? Yeah, you just standing here and not using the downtime to set up kind of indirectly caused that. So. And just be patient. He used his ability. Now we hid. Now we go out. So this might work. Yes. There we go.
Action.
These misses are unfortunate. He's out of our range now, which is, I don't think we have the extra photon range. Even if we do, this is kind of on the edge of our range, so.
Careful, we're outnumbered.
And then you saw him come back in, like he's in our range again. I don't know. We might just be panicking, but... Or over-focusing Maga, but the targets came back to you. So that's it. The main issues were you just were either too slow on the rotations or you made the rotation when it didn't matter and you had easier like ways to get to where they were. And then sometimes our barrier, we just didn't understand it had that long cooldown. We didn't always go for backline as much because we have range and that snap ability, so we can actually shoot their backline, which we didn't do a few times, especially versus Ball. We were just chasing him around. That, and if you get your aim to be like 20% better, because Domina is an aim tank, all those things you'll definitely improve, so good luck.